Hey everyone, I'm Jenny Wilder. I'm the rector at St. Anne's Episcopal Church here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and this is this week's COVID-19 guidelines update. Well, it's Tuesday, and that means that clergy and lay leaders from around the diocese gathered this morning for our weekly meeting. And during this meeting, we talk about all things COVID, among other things regarding diocesan information. And this meeting, the bishops let us know that in 2 weeks, not today, not next week, but in 2 weeks, they will be lifting the strongly recommended mask guideline, which will mean that local leadership at each parish will have a chance to discern how we will enter into that new season. The vestry at St. Anne's will be meeting this Sunday for our monthly meeting, and that topic will be on our agenda. So we will have a chance to decide what our response to that new offering will be, and we'll communicate that out to the parish once we have designed what it is our response will be. In all cases, whether we choose to go with mask optional, that optional part is for everyone. So if you want to continue wearing a mask whenever it is that we decide to go with a mask optional policy, you are welcome to do whatever it is that makes you feel safe. This past Sunday, we opened up the parish hall as an additional worship space for folks who wanted to social distance, and it worked fabulously. So we will continue to have 2 different seating areas for people who want to come to church and worship. The stipulation with the masking and not masking, as far as the diocesan guidelines go, is that when the mask optional guideline goes into effect, that will be true unless we're singing. So, and we like to sing at the 11 o'clock service. So what will happen, depending on what the vestry determines, is that when we worship together and it's mask optional, you can remain maskless unless you are singing. And at that point in time, everybody will put a mask back on to sing the hymns. And then after the hymn is done, you can take your mask off and enjoy the rest of the service. What we also found out today is that soloists may now be mask-free, even now in our worship space, as long as they are a distance away from the person who is accompanying them on an instrument. So that's something that the choir will need to determine, and I'll be meeting with the staff again next week to talk about all things COVID, where we are and where we're headed, as well as planning liturgy for the season of Lent. So that's our big update for right now. And we're in this time and our numbers are coming down. They really have, they have bottomed out. We have dropped over 18 points in a week and a half, and that's fantastic. And we continue to pray that people will protect themselves, get vaccinated, get boosted, and that we will do such a great job that the nurses and doctors and care teams will have a sense of a break from all of the upheaval that Omicron brought. So here we are. We're on the cusp of a conversation with the vestry in response to the diocesan guideline of removing strongly recommended masking guideline to a mask optional guideline. And once we've had a chance to talk about that as a vestry, we will then communicate what our response will be out to the congregation. So that being said, we have coming up in the very near future, before masks are no longer, required or recommended, on Tuesday, where am I going? February the 27th, a Sunday, we will have our Carnival service. So folks who are attending are encouraged to wear your beads, your masks, your boas, your hats, and all things Carnival related, Mardi Gras. On Tuesday, March the 1st, we will have our drive-by pickup pancake Tuesday. What am I trying to say? Not enough caffeine yet. So March 1st, which is a Tuesday, is our Shrove Tuesday pancake extravaganza, and all folks are invited to come and pick up pancakes and bacon for your household, and to also make a contribution towards the youth mission trip that we're going on in July. And then on March the 2nd, which is a Wednesday, we will have our Ash Wednesday services at noon and at 6 p.m. And you can register for those services online through Eventbrite. And that's where we are. That's where we're headed. And we are grateful, grateful, grateful for the headway that we're making across this sea of pandemic to the other shores where, just like the waters of baptism, we have been transformed into a new creation, glorifying God in all that we do. May God bless you, and I will see you again soon. Take care.